Under this highway bridge in central Mexico, everyone has the same dream.
Yo llevo ya 3 meses intentando subir al Gabacho.
Here, hundreds of migrants from Central and South America wait for a train headed for the US border. But this isn't a station, just a set of tracks where a freight train known as the Beast sometimes stops.
So there's enormous excitement here, sort of a nervous energy, because we're told that a train is coming through in under an hour.
These desperate travellers have already crossed multiple countries to get here. Now they hope for free transit through Mexico on a train that has killed and injured so many that it is also known as the Train of Death.
So the train's coming.
Riding the Beast isn't straightforward. Migrants will need to train hop, evade authorities, and most importantly, not fall off. I'm hoping to go with them, but first, the Beast has to stop.
Bueno, de la peor manera. Estoy sola con los 2 niños. Sola.
Do you have any money?
La verdad no. Ahorita no.
Single mum Genesis is just one of many mothers gathered along the tracks.
Mis 2 hijos. 8. Y tiene 5 años.
Genesis fled Venezuela, hoping to reunite with her mother in Las Vegas. It's been more than a year since she left home.
How long do you think it will take you to get to the United States? How much longer?
No tengo ni la menor idea. De verdad que no tengo ni la menor idea.
Tú eres, Padre, Señor, autoridades de autoridades, Padre. Padre, tú eres el Rey de Reyes, Padre, Señor. Tú pones
9 p.m. and we've heard rumours another train is coming.
Do you feel ready?
Sí, espectacular.
Yo también.
The migrants have brought their entire world with them. Me, a backpack, and 2 cameramen. If this train stops, we'll have just minutes to try and scramble on board. Fail, and we get left behind.
Be careful.
Sweetheart. Honestly. Anyway, so we're here.
Clearly built for freight, not families, the Beast now carries human cargo.
Gracias. Gracias. After you, please. No. So we're finally leaving Irapuato. We are 1,500 kilometres away from the US border. Every single patch is covered with someone, so many children. No one's complaining. No one knows what's up ahead. There's just a determination, a resolution to make it to the United States of America.
They sing the national anthem of Venezuela. A last goodbye to hardships they hope to leave behind. Though they may have sung too soon. An unexpected stop sends a single terror through the wagons.
What do you fear?
Aquí sí andamos con miedo de que nos agarre migración y otras cosas más.
Have you had contact with them before?
No, nunca. De verdad a mí no he corrido detrás de mí, no. Ellos no.
Agents from Mexico's Migration Authority intercept trains, detaining migrants.
Migración no nos va a parar y no nos va a pasar nada.
While speaking with Genesis, her faith is tested.
What's happening?
Buenas noches. Este tren ya no va a avanzar, hay que ir descendiendo. Agarren cosas y vamos ascendiendo, por favor.
Migration agents, backed up by the army, are here to remove us.
Bajen y resguárdense. Este transporte ya no va a avanzar hasta que ustedes desciendan.
No vamos a bajar, ¿por qué no vamos a bajar?
Mira, yo te estoy hablando bien, hermanito. Desciende y sigue tu camino.
Solo queremos seguir, no queremos molestar su país, hermano.
If forced from the train, the migrants risk being detained and transported to southern Mexico, where they must restart their journey or give up.
As you can see what's happening. These people are desperate and these people are determined. And now they are boarding the train. Now they're boarding the train.
Si quisiera salvar nuestra integridad, nos dejaran seguir.
¿Dónde viene usted? Soy periodista. Sí. De Australia.
Ok, señora de Australia, sabe que está en propiedad privada. Aquí viene ejército para bajar si no cumplen con las normas, señora.
The migrants would like to keep going.
No se les va a negar, nada más que es propiedad privada, así que hay que descender. Regrese también a pie, por favor.
The standoff lasts nearly an hour. Until finally, a breakthrough. The authorities stand down and we're free to continue.
How do you feel now?
Con mucho más miedo de lo que pueda pasar más adelante. Esto es temeroso lo que pueda pasar adelante. Aquí lo logramos, adelante esperemos, confiemos en Dios que también lo lograremos.
Yeah. Una foto que está tomando usted.
We travel into the next day without incident. About 1,300 kilometers still ahead of us. Along the way, the train makes brief, unexplained stops. We use them for comfort breaks, despite the risk of being left behind. Many fear another confrontation with migration agents.
A mí me regresaron hace un mes y medio, igual con todos los niños, con todos, no les importó a migración, no le importó nada.
Nara from Ecuador and her family are riding the beast for a third time.
Entonces, la única manera más segura que nosotros sentimos que es, a pesar de todos los peligros que hay el tren, es esa, el tren.
They all have similar stories. Ordinary people taking extraordinary risks for an ever-slimming chance the United States will welcome them.
Sé hacer uñas de mujeres, vendo perro caliente, sé de sistemas de computación, en fin, soy pobre y me toca hacer de todo.
Unable to find enough work to support his family, Harry left his wife and young son in Venezuela.
Mejor dicho, como los pájaros, tenemos que volar y no tenemos alas.
He now travels with a group of other lone migrants, including a young woman who is 8 months pregnant.
How do you keep smiling?
Esto es prácticamente una careta porque uno qué va a hacer. Como dice la canción, triste payaso.
Nadie, quiere poner su vida en peligro. Entonces tuve la decisión de arriesgarme porque ya no tenía más opción.
Young car salesman Carlos also left Venezuela alone. He hopes to get an immigration lawyer to help him stay in the US.
Do you have any money? Enough for a lawyer?
No.
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 Are you scared?
No.
Honestly, you're a big, friendly, happy guy, but in your heart of hearts, are you afraid?
Ah, sí. Sinceramente sí.
During my conversation with Carlos, the train stops. An hour later, it still hasn't moved.
Poniendo una sábana para cubrirnos del sol. Está maltratando, llevamos niños, no llevamos casi agua y mientras más el sol nos pegue nos va a deshidratar.
By midday, temperatures in the desert near 40 degrees. Atop the train, it's even hotter.
What are you feeling?
Mucha impotencia, dolor, porque andamos con niños y ellos quieren bajarnos para que caminemos.
But there are people in Mexico who won't abandon migrants in the desert.
Se llama Ayuda a los Inmigrantes. Nos da mucha tristeza ver cómo viajan los migrantes, saber que traen hambre, traen sed, traen demasiados bebés, que no necesitan batallar tanto, ¿verdad? Pero pues desgraciadamente les toca.
Volunteers regularly patrol the tracks, providing clean water, food, and life-saving aid.
Pues desgraciadamente a veces los dejan por días. Pues varios mueren de deshidratación, de hambre, por las altas temperaturas y tratamos de apoyar lo más que se pueda, aunque sabemos que nunca es suficiente.
"820 kilometers from the US border, we catch up to the migrants, but they are no longer on the beast."
Bueno, en realidad quien nos paró fue migración y llegaron muchos del ejército, de la guardia, como si nosotros fuéramos unos delincuentes, pero ellos nos hicieron bajar.
Genesis and others who narrowly avoided being detained have made it here to Gómez Palacio, where they will try and reboard the train. Once again, I find myself preparing to jump on a freight train. But today, the migrants seem even more desperate. In a cruel twist, Hennessus and the others can't help the man for long.
Hey, they're stopping the train.
This train is taller and so much harder to climb. And we don't know how long we have before it leaves.
I won't lie. That was... It's crazy.
What we find at the top is no comfort. Gone are the barrow-like wagons. This time, we must ride on the roof, totally exposed.
We are strapped in with rock climbing gear. Everyone else has to just hang on. Oh, whoa, whoa, okay.
From here, we're hoping it's a straight shot to the border. On what could be the final stretch to the US, there is sheer elation. Not even danger or a dust storm can dampen it. We pass through one storm, but less than an hour later, we run straight into another.
We've been stopped here about 15 minutes, and now it seems the authorities are coming. Who knows what that means?
It's unclear why we've been stopped, but instead of throwing us off, the National Guard orders us to move to the front of the train. Walking with the kids, I wonder what memories are being made. Whether they'll remember their journey through Mexico as fun or frightening. As night falls, the train hasn't moved, and the darkness brings another drama. A young woman from Honduras has gone into labor, a member of Harry's group.
¿Cuántos meses tiene embarazo?
Ella ya tiene 39, está sumando la semana 40. Carly.
Dreading that she'll be handed over to migration agents, Scarlett is refusing help from the National Guard.
Porque tiene miedo de migración. O sea, ella prefiere correr el riesgo de irse en el tren y que pudiera pasar este tipo de cosas que quedarse.
Scarlett fled Honduras when she was 5 months pregnant. Now her dream of giving birth in the US and gaining citizenship for her child is lost somewhere in Mexico.
Rogamos a Dios, o le estamos pidiendo a Dios que llegara al otro.
Pero parece que no va a ser el caso.
Ocupas poquito de tomar agua. No tomes mucha, mija, no tomes mucha.
A local man arrives with an unexpected offer.
Yo te voy a ayudar. Y te voy a llevar donde puedes dar luz tranquilamente. Yo me hago responsable de aquí hasta allá.
Even though he is a total stranger, Scarlett agrees to go with him.
Yo la voy a llevar al hospital aquí. súbete, párate como puedas. Yo lo voy a llevar aquí a Bermejillo. Con permiso.
No, bastante afectado, la verdad. Mira, yo soy padre también, tengo un hijo, mi hijo apenas va a cumplir 2 años.
It looks like you're gonna cry.
Sí, pero tranquila. Es duro, no es fácil, pero aquí vamos.
Back on the train, a familiar clunk tells us we are finally moving. But the beast is going backwards. Last night, the Mexican migrant train known as the Beast was going backwards. Now, it isn't going anywhere.
Estamos ponchando el tren porque queremos seguir adelante y avanzando.
Vamos a avanzar hacia adelante.
Necesitamos avanzar, no
hacia
queremos
adelante.
irle para atrás. Yo tengo aquí prácticamente 5 meses ya aquí en México tratando de salir de este país. No he podido salir del país por ellos mismos, porque ya nosotros...
A group of men have severed the train's hydraulics. They call it ponchar, or striking out the train.
Are you going to do it again?
Vamos a seguir parando el tren, no nos vamos a cansar hasta no llegar a nuestro destino. La meta es una sola, que es los Estados Unidos.
Decepcionada sí, porque ¿qué hacen con esto? Con esto no hacen nada. Con esto lo que están haciendo es atrasar más y que uno se empeore en esta situación en la que uno está.
An engineer from the train company arrives, accompanied by the National Guard. We assume they're here to fix the train and we'll get going. We're wrong.
So finally, a few minutes ago, we heard that familiar clanking, which meant, great, we're going somewhere, only to get the news that that clanking was the locomotive being removed. So we are definitively not going anywhere.
The next morning, we wake to face another day stranded in the desert heat.
Dice que el conductor se molesta cuando mucho le ponchan, se molesta y nos dejan así abandonados en el desierto. Entonces lo hacen como venganzas.
Every moment that passes makes the reality clear. The migrants can no longer advance on the Beast.
O sea, estar cerca y estar tan lejos es duro. Ya uno está prácticamente a 2 días en tren, por decirlo. Pero es frustrante llegar a este punto y no poder avanzar.
Still 700 kilometers from the border, Harry and others decide to leave on foot. Carlos will follow them.
Do you still believe that you will make it to the US border and across? Do you still have faith that it will happen?
Sí, 100% fe y principalmente arriba está un Dios que nos apoya, nos ayuda y siempre nos coloca en el camino correcto.
Nara.
If we are to reach the border,
Ya se van.
we have to leave too.
Ay, qué triste.
Yeah, me too. Me too.
And say goodbye to the many families who are reluctant to leave the train.
What does your heart tell you about what is going to happen next?
No sé nada, de verdad ahorita no... Parece que todo se está complicando.
Ya nos estamos quedando sin dinero, sin comida, sin nada, sin ya ni ganas ni fuerzas, ya no, ya estamos ya al borde del colapso.
We always knew it was called La Bestia, the beast, for a reason. But I don't think anyone expected this ending. It is excruciating to watch these people suffer so much. Whatever you think about migration, it has been truly heartbreaking. Okay, that's it.
This is what the migrants dreamed of seeing: the US border between Ciudad Juarez and El Paso, Texas. 11 days since starting the journey, it feels strange to arrive. But I soon discover that some of the migrants have made it here too.
Harry!
Harry!
¿Qué tal?
Bien, bien, gracias.
Estados Unidos.
Ya casi. Parece increíble, pero sí.
Harry walked, caught another train, then paid a car to bring him to the border.
No es fácil, pero bueno.
Since entering Mexico, it's taken him 2.5 months to get here.
The other day you told me you were a sad clown. Is that still true?
Me siento un poco más fortalecido, un poco más emocionado, porque a través de, o después de tantos sacrificios, mira, estamos a la vista del resultado.
To finish the journey, migrants must find a way across a river and a field of razor wire while evading the Texas National Guard. Only if they make it to the wall can they turn themselves in to US Border Patrol. Knowing they risk rejection and deportation back to Mexico, Harry sets off to try his luck.
El sueño lo mantengo, a pesar de que uno va golpeado física y emocionalmente. Uno sigue con el sueño y uno sabe que es incierto.
Carlos, here.
Carlos borrowed money for the final leg, a seat in a van to the border.
Sí ha valido la pena llegar hasta acá, hasta esta parte donde me encuentro en este momento.
Under cover of darkness, Carlos attempts to cross.
Es duro. Ser migrante se siente como que usted estuviera en prisión. Sí me está haciendo muchas experiencias que, mejor dicho, nunca la iba a vivir en la vida.
He's spotted by the Texas National Guard. He retreats, but keeps trying all night and into the next day.
El que tiene metas claras en su vida tiene que tratar de seguirla y así haya mucho obstáculo en el camino.
Carlos cannot possibly know what awaits him if he makes it into the United States. Regardless of who wins the US election in November, migrants are in the most uncomfortable spotlight. But from what I've seen on the Beast, nothing will stop them, neither hardship nor uncertainty.